Hello, everybody. So, I want to explain this one a little bit because some context is really going to help to understand the whole situation. Last year, I gave my party the deck of many more things, and one of the first draws that happened from it was a card that produced a dragon egg, and that immediately hatched into a gold dragon wormling, and that dragon then imprints on the person that drew the card and views them as their parent. And kudos to Calgar when this happened. He really bought into it and immediately started really going into the role play and saying, this creature's my daughter, I'm going to take impeccable care of her, and really started to develop that connection. Now, I'm a dick. I fully admit that. Because as soon as this card was drawn, my mind starts turning and thinking, what if the egg isn't just created from nothing? What if it's teleported from somewhere in the world, and now there's a pissed off dragon that is furiously hunting for its lost egg? Well, after 10 weeks of in-game time, Mommy caught up with the group. Mommy wasn't happy. But that's not what I want to go over. What I want to show you guys here is the reunion scene that I had written up between the Wormling and the Ancient Dragon. And I'll tell you something, as a parent, writing this scene fucking broke me.
As she lands, say there's probably about 30, maybe 40 feet between you. She just looks over the group, says nothing. And the first one to actually take any action is Forley. She slowly steps forward. You can see she's nervous. As she separates herself a bit from the group, she turns to look back and looks directly at Calgar. And when Forley speaks, her voice is soft. She goes, "That's her, isn't it?"
I'm just gonna nod. Yes, that is your mother.
And Orcarian, she doesn't roar, she doesn't try to be intimidating. She folds her wings in and she lowers her body, almost the reverent energy to it. She lays her head on the sand and she looks and says, "You've grown. Brighter than I dared to hope." Burley kind of like inclines her head. Just replies, You're more than a story. But I know your face. I've seen it in a dream?" Orcarian smiles. "I was meant to be your first breath of warmth, the first sound your soul remembered. I was late. You're born into chaos." And her eyes kind of move over to the group and strangers. Burley shakes her head, looks again at Calgar. "It's not a stranger. He kept me safe. He's my father." And you can see like the muscles down this immense form just all tighten, and her jaw clenches. It's like, no, he's not. Your father was very unjust. The dragon of gold and honor who died with flame on his breath and chaos at his throat more than 1,000 years ago. This dwarf might have shielded you, may have named you, but your blood remembers fire, not stone. Don't mistake care for lineage. But I don't hate him. He gave what I couldn't. Burley flinches a bit and kind of looks down. She goes, "He gave me my name." Orcarian nods. "It's in Burley. It's a name made of stone and fire. Not one I would have given you. But a good name. Fierce. Protective." Forley raises her head to look her directly in the eyes and says, "Are you mad that I like it?" She kind of chuckles and says, "No, I'm only angry at time, and silence, and the void between us. But you're not a possession. You're not a prize to be passed between hands. You're a soul, still growing, still choosing." She breathes in slow, and you can hear the air rushing into her lungs, and it just goes on and on. It's like, "I was gonna call you Voralex. Means radiant soul of Varian. Forged in silence after his death, when his body turned to ash beneath the northern skies, and I swore his courage would not end with his bones. That name was meant to carry his flame, to give his justice breath again through you." Or you can see like her eyes kind of like sparkle and wonder, and she just repeats the name. She repeats it again and again. And then she gets like this worried look on her face. Says, "Can I still be Forley too?" And you can see like the way she says it just breaks Orcarian. She exhales slowly. "Gold is strongest when alloyed. Perhaps your name is big enough for more than one name." Forley walks forward, slow, no longer afraid. She reaches her tiny claw out to place it on just the talon of Orcarian's. And the difference is shocking. You've seen what Forley can do with those claws. You know they're razor sharp, and you know, compared to her mother's, mere irritations. Her mother's own claws would sunder armies, split mountains. Orcarian lowers her own head down to her daughter. They don't speak. They don't need to. After a moment, Forley slowly turns to look back at Calgar and smiles. She smells like the sun. But you're still my rock. I made myself cry.
I'm heading there.
Dude.
Oh.
That's fucking hard to read as a parent. God damn.